I've been thinking about validation lately, and I find it interesting how often we hear that seeking validation is a bad thing, and that it means you're insecure or that you need approval to feel good about yourself. And honestly, I don't think that's the full story. As human beings, we're social creatures. We live, grow, and make decisions in systems like families, friendships, teams, communities. And validation in its healthy form is just feedback. It's how we know we're on the right path, morally, spiritually, or even emotionally. For example, getting validation from your parents about your moral conduct, that's not insecurity, that's alignment. When your child tells you they're proud of you, or your partner appreciates the effort you put in, that's not toxic validation, that's connection. It's what reminds us that we're a part of something bigger than ourselves. And in a way, validation is what helps us course correct. It's what keeps us grounded when we're too far into our own head. It's almost like a mirror that reflects how our actions are showing up in the real world. But then there's the other side of it. When validation stops being a mirror and it becomes the goal, that's when things start to get a little tricky. Because if you start living for validation, for likes, for attention, for applause, you create a life that always needs refilling. You're always chasing the next nod, the next compliment, or the next sign that you're doing well. And that's honestly a bottomless pit. And that's why we see people, even the most successful ones, struggle when the spotlight fades. It's because their sense of worth was borrowed and not built. And that's honestly a tough place to recover from. Sometimes the hardest part of growing is realizing that the people who love you the most won't always agree with you. And it's hard because their validation, it means something. When your parents, your partner, or your friends question your decisions, it shakes you. It makes you wonder if you're being reckless or foolish. But there comes a point where external validation, even from those closest to you, can't be your compass anymore. Because what they're validating isn't your vision. It's their version of what they think is safe for you. So if you live your life chasing their sense of safety, you'll never be able to find your own sense of purpose. The irony is almost every person that's ever built something meaningful, something original, has walked through that silence before. That phase where no one claps, no one believes, and sometimes people even tell you not to do it. That is where belief in yourself stops being motivational fluff and instead becomes an act of survival. It's that decision to say, I understand you don't see it yet, but I do. Now that doesn't mean you reject validation entirely. It means that you learn when to pause it. You learn to place faith above feedback. Now the question is, how do you actually do that? Because belief in yourself sounds good on paper, but in practice it's built moment by moment. For me, it started off small. It was about keeping the smallest promises I made to myself, like waking up when I said I would, completing that last set in the gym when no one's watching, showing up for my goals on days I didn't feel like it, and every time I followed through, I'd give myself a small tap on the shoulder, a reminder that I did what I said I would. Now that's internal validation. It's private, quiet, but powerful. Because you start to realize you don't need a round of applause to feel proud. You just need evidence. Evidence that you can trust your own word. And the more you build that evidence, the less you rely on external validation. That doesn't mean you stop caring about what people think. It's just their opinions stop controlling your sense of direction. And that is where true confidence comes from. It's not arrogance, it's not indifference, it's just a quiet knowing that even when no one's cheering for you, you're still moving forward. So maybe the goal isn't to stop seeking validation altogether, it's to redefine it. To know which voices deserve space in your head and when to listen to your own. Because when validation comes from love, it grounds you. When it comes from ego, it drains you. But when it comes from within, that is where it truly sets you free. I'll see you guys in the next one.